time is it? You know what time it is. It's time to hit that subscribe button. Just right down there. Right down there. And it's time to follow my Instagram. It's Geekly Amanda, Geekly Amanda. It's the same on Twitter. Make sure to follow me there too. And it's time to get this reaction video started. I know what y'all thinking. You're like, Amanda, you just did a season 5 review of Mahabharat, and now you're already on 6. Well, yes, I can't stop watching. Although 6 was pretty fast. It's only had 6 episodes, but it was the entry of Krishna. So I am all about this. I was like, let me see what happens, and I was not disappointed. Let's get it started. Let's get this little review started. So last we left off, the oldest brother, Yindi, or starts with the Y, that Pandava was, had the milk on him, and he was the crown prince and all that. Well, they also had Krishna's sister there, and word was they have some kind of demon on the path for her to get home to Dwarka with her brother, Krishna, and so they're like, well, we can't just send her by herself. Of course, who do they enlist? The best. This is the only one to enlist and escorting her there is our Arjun, right? Argon. That's my boy. If I had to be chaperoned anywhere, I'm gonna ask for him. That's the one with him and his tricky bow and arrow. So Arjun was messing with her. He's like, oh, she was all scared, and they were having a little tat for tats, and he's like, well, go on, and she runs off, and then he just done ate his words because she's been captured by this demon. And here he comes thinking he's going to do his arrow tricks on the demon, and boom, hits a demon. That don't even pierce him. That demon just takes his stuff out. But this is the best part, because remember, the demon grabbed her and threw her over the thing into the water. And you're like, oh no. Then Arjun, he jumps after her to save her, and they're all in the water. And you're like, oh no, what's happening? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. My little Krishna comes and saves the day. That's what's happening. Let's see his little entry into the Mahabharat. Y'all ready for this? Let's go.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत जब जब धर्म की हानि हुई अभ्युत्थानम अधर्मस्य बड़ी अधर्म की धूप तदात्मानं सृजामयहम्.
Well, this was from 5 at the end. He said it was coming, right?
लेकर अनेक रूप.
And then here's
साधुओं को मुक्त करने के लिए विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्.
And that's when he saves him. Remember, he touches that water with his foot, and it separates like the Red Sea. The Red Sea. And they just don't walk out. But his foot touches that, and it reminds me, because I grew up with the Christian stories and everything. And Moses came, remember, and he had to get across the sea, and he touched it, and the waters parted like this, and they were able to walk through. That's how this reminded me of, because Krishna just touched it with his foot, and those waters done parted, and then his sister, Krishna's sister, what's her name again? I forgot her name. And Arjun came walking out. I was like, oh, that brings back some memories of just me learning like the Bible and stuff in that part in the sea. So it just brought back a lot of correlations. Although I know this was written way before that. So I'm like, are they taking some of these stories? That's what I was thinking. Or is this a thing? When people come, when they try to show, great deeds and stuff, is it one of them parting the waters? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Krishna tells him, he was like, remember Arjun was like, I want to kill him. He's like, that's the only thing that can kill him is the sage to catch him on fire with the eyes. So I was like, oh great, nobody's going to be able to kill this demon. So Krishna goes running off. I was like, Krishna, where are you running to? And then Arjun and the sisters running off. I was like, they just running from that demon. But I didn't know Krishna had a little plan. And he's just so cool about it too. I guess when you're a god, you're going to be cool about it. You're not even worried about nothing when you're a god. You have like no worries on your mind. Because he's just walking. And then he's like in the forest behind a tree. And he's like, oh, hey, demon. And then he's like walking again into the cave. The demon's following him. He's like, come on, demon. I was like, And he's always just got the best attitude and just always smiling. And whenever he's on, you just know whenever he's on, you just feel at peace and like good at heart. That's what comes, across to me. That's what comes across to me. And I'm going to tell you, there's no better actor playing this Krishna role than this guy. I don't even know his name, but I was like, I can't see anyone else playing Krishna but him. So of course he brings him into the cave. And then here comes the demon and kicking him. And it was the sage done there sleeping, I don't know, like Rip Van Winkle 1,000 years. And he takes his thing off and looks at him and doesn't burn him to dust. I was like, Krishna knows. And he even comes out the cave and Arjun's like, how did you do that? And he's like, he was in there sleeping. I just know he was in there meditating for years. So I knew when he opened his eyes, that demon had no chance. That's what he said. That demon had no chance after he'd been in there meditating his 1,000 years or whatever. I don't even know if it's 1,000 years, but it's a long time. And first person he's going to see open his eyes, he's going to burn him to ashes. And then that was done for. That was like, save the day. This is what I love about Krishna. He's always the little sneaky. Even when I watch all the little Krishna episodes, he was always playing the tricks on the gopis and dressing up and like a girl sometimes. Remember that one episode he did? I was like, he's always just playful at heart and stuff. Well, he wants to go save Rukmini. How do you say her name? Rukmini? From her brother, because he's no good, trying to tell her who she can marry and tell her what to do. And Krishna's like, she wrote me this letter, we're going to go save her, but we have to be careful. We can't just go in there with all your arrows, Arjun, and just shoot up the place, because she don't want nothing bad to happen to her brother. So we're going to go in there, sneak up in there, and get her. So of course Krishna, I think he did this on purpose, because this Arjun. Here comes Krishna as like a cow herder or whatever, coming sneaking up in the city, and he's got the sacrament he wants to give. And then he's like, well, here's my sister, and it's Arjun. I was like, Krishna, you did this on purpose. I know Krishna did this on purpose because you just wanted to see him dressed like a girl. I am convinced that's what happened. Well, let's check this out. This is the whole thing when they went to meet Rukmini. And even from like the letter she wrote and all that. Y'all ready to do this? Let's go.
मैंने आपको अपने पति के रूप में स्वीकार कर लिया है. रुक्मणी का विवाह होगा मेरे साथ.
That's when he's like, we gotta go there. And then he enlists Arjun for help.
तुम्हें छोड़कर ये अन्य कोई नहीं जानता.
But how can you tell Krishna I can't help? You can't tell Krishna I'm not gonna help. Oh, look at him. He's a pretty girl, isn't he?
I
was like, Arjun, you a pretty girl. Oh, and here he goes. Here he sneezes. I was like, of course he's gonna sneeze right then, and his hair come flying off. This was such a funny episode. I was cracking up on that one. Oh, and then she meets Krishna at the goddess Parvati's temple. Oh, that part was breaking my heart. All her tears. Oh. That part was breaking my heart. Because Rukmini was just in tears and just wanted, and she had faith, because even when she was in her room and that brother came in, is like, you're gonna marry who I say, and she kept just saying, Lord Krishna's gonna save me, Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna. She just kept saying Lord Krishna. And then remember that mean brother took her and threw her down and stuff. I was like, oh, and Arjun was watching. I was like, get him, Arjun. He couldn't. He had to be into his disguise. He did as the girl, which I was like, he is a pretty girl, Arjun. So they went and ran off, right? And Rukmini and Krishna met in the temple. Well, back there, that brother's after him, and Arjun's like, I'll take care of this, because the army, the brothers after and everything, and he's trying to hold him back. And then they had that guy come and help him. I forgot who that was. I didn't even recognize who that one was that came and helped. But then here comes Krishna and Rukmini in their cute little chariot just riding. And then what the brother's like gonna attack them. I never seen Krishna get mad like this before. Remember the brother was saying all kind of bad words to her, and you're gonna do what I say. And Krishna, his face, I've never seen Krishna get mad before like this. It was a little scary. And then he gets out his little weapon when he twirls it. Let's watch this, because this shows him get mad. I don't even know if I want to watch it. I don't like looking at the Lord Krishna when he gets mad. But it was powerful. Even it's just in his little face, he's just turned and got mad. And I was like, oh, y'all better do what Krishna says. He's mad. Y'all ready to watch this with me? Let's get started. Let's go.
அனைவருக்கும் செல்வத்தை வாரி வழங்கும் லட்சுமியும் ஸ்திரீ ஆவார்கள்.
He's like, don't you talk about Rukmini like that.
அகிலத்தின் ஸ்திரீகள் அனைவரும் அவர்களின் திருவுருவமே. அருளினால் வளங்களை வழங்கும் சக்திகள். வீண் பேச்சு வேண்டாம் கிருஷ்ணா. ஆயுதத்தை ஏந்து. தோல்வியை தழுவ விருப்பம் கொண்டாயா ருக்மி? திரும்பிச் செல். விதர்ப்ப தேசத்து அரசரிடம் ருக்மணியோடு நான் அவரை பணிவோடு வணங்கியதாக கூறு.
Look at her. She has a good heart.
நான் உனக்கு ஆணையிடுகிறேன். என் ரதத்தில் வந்து அமர்.
Even after having her brother is.
என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கை பயணமானது துவாரகையை நோக்கியே.
She don't want no harm to come to her brother. Even after her meeting he is.
ருக்மணி, நீ இப்போது என்னுடன் வராவிடில் உனது சடலத்தை இங்கிருந்து எடுத்துச் செல்வேன்.
I don't like him.
தமையனே, நான் இப்போது என்னவரை தஞ்சம் அடைந்தேன். எனது
And
உயிரை
she's
இனி
pleading
எந்த
with him. She's like,
சக்தியாலும்
I don't want to get
பறிக்க
married to that one you want to set me up to.
திரும்பிச் செல்லுங்கள் அண்ணா.
I want to be with Lord Krishna.
தங்கையின் வார்த்தைக்கு செவிசாய்ப்பாயாக.
And they're trying to reason with him.
நீ இந்த கிருஷ்ணனுக்காக உன் தமையனை அவமதித்து விட்டாய். ஆனால் இவன் உன்னுடன் வாழப் போவதில்லை. தம் இருவரையும் நான் அழித்தே தீருவேன்.
No good.
நினைவில் கொள், நான் கூறியது நடந்தே தீரும்.
See, he just making Krishna madder and madder. And you know when Krishna got mad, you saw that sky turn. Look at that. And he put his finger out for his little weapon that spins. I was like, are they going to show Lord Krishna's face? Because I was nervous. I was like, what's his name? Rukmini? It's Rukmini and Rukmini. I was like, you're going to get it, you. And look, he sent his little thing spinning. And remember, it cut through his arrow. And it came right there. And just stayed there, didn't it? Because Rukmini didn't. What's she going to say? She's like, don't do it. Don't hurt my brother. He's my brother. She's too nice. Too nice. Look at him though. Look at that face. He's mad. He's like, don't you talk about Rukmini like that. Don't you ever talk about Rukmini like that. Look at him. I never want to get little Krishna mad. Not even because of that weapon coming at me. Just when he turned powers, I wanted to be like, no, I'm sorry, and I didn't even do nothing. She's too nice though. Look, he's tried to do his arrow. You can't arrow Lord Krishna's weapon. Look, and it went through his bow first, remember? Then it just stayed there, and that's when Rukmini was like, don't do it! That's my brother, don't kill him! I was like, kill him! Oh, look at that. No, look at that face. Rukmini, you're too nice. She's too nice. And look at Lord Krishna. He listens to her too. He's like, you're right. I'm not going to upset you and kill your brother. Right, but then he was like, but he's got to learn a lesson, didn't he? He's like, I ain't going to kill him, but he's going to be punished. And then what happened? This is the part I was like, did Krishna and his jokes. I feel like it was a joke. Because you see that and he's got a little weapon and you're like, okay, well, and he's like, well, I won't kill him, but he needs to be punished for this. And you're like, well, how's he going to punish him? Then he looks at Rukmini's brother and he done shaved the top of his head. I was cracking up. I'm just saying, I was like, this is perfect Lord Krishna right here. This is right here is the perfect Lord Krishna. Just always, that's something I would do. That is something I would do. I'm just playful at heart and silly. And he's like, he's going to be punished and then shave the top of his head. I was like, right there, that's right there, the body's Lord Krishna. I guess Lord Krishna, though, gets out his little weapon a lot. That's his little weapon that spins. Because when that happened, when he was spinning, then it brought me back. I was like, I thought he does this little spin and cuts his finger. And that's how him and Draupadi become friends. Because I remember she does the bandage. And then when they go and pull off her outfit, her sari, and they can't do it, it's because he's unwrapping it. Remember, he's unwrapping it. And that's why they could never pull it off of her. So I guess he pulls out his little weapon a lot, that little thing that spins. Well, I mean, this has got to be my favorite season so far. And why? Because Lord Krishna makes his entry. I enjoyed the whole thing. And the whole season just felt like, a little Krishna episode. Light and fun and funny, and still had the action and him killing demons and fighting with the Rukmini's brother and everything. It just felt like a whole Krishna season. I guess that's what it was supposed to be. Well, I enjoyed it, and it went by fast, and I can't wait to get to more because we're on, season 7 now. Things are getting interesting. I can't wait to see what's to come. Let me know what you think. Comments, thumbs, all that. Until next time. Mwah!